When we were young in this place, the Falconeers were messengers and guardians. They carried memories and spirits to the beyond. Now those origins are lost and their lives and memories are lost to battle. But you can learn from them, their memories soaring through the clouds above the seas. Let us find out what stories remain in these splintered fragments the currents have brought us. Imperial Peak is the Imperial seat, the highest attainable seat in the Empire. Towering over Imperial Harbour and the Earthsea, its inhabitants are blinded to the plight of those below. Only those who serve the Empress ever perch on its balconies or set foot on its marble floors. Choose now what stories and memories await you. What can be gleaned from these lives? As the son of a lesser noble, being at Imperial Peak is a good position. Choose now what stories and memories await you. What can be gleaned from these lives? Choose now what stories and memories await you. What can be gleaned from these? Ascend now, Falconeer.
Attention applicants, your Empress needs you. With these incidents east of Dunkel and the freebooter threat, we have fallen on desperate times. If successful, you'll be part of a new garrison at the Imperial Peak. Many of you will fail these tests. Only the very best can serve at this post. Today we start with simple performance assessments for each of you. The Empress has an appointment at her Thunderstrike flagship at the exact time, so no wandering off or deviating from the flight plan. There will be repercussions if you do. Good luck. Morning, Greenhorn. Let's see you fly that warbird. Start off with a slow dive. Chop chop. Diving accelerates your bird and generates energy for special maneuvers. Your bird is energized for dashes and rolls. Show me a strong dash. Now let me see some evasive rolling. You can do this by dashing while turning. You have good control of your warbird. Now let's see how observant you are. Imperial Harbour is just south of the Imperial Peak. Head there. Follow the line on your minimap, or use the golden target on your compass for guidance. At the next waypoint, we'll practice targeting and focusing. There is a barge up ahead. Find it and stay locked on. The barge has a turret. Consider it a sub-target. Lock onto that for accuracy. Your weapon will indicate when it is aligned with a locked-on target. If the target lock indicators are blinking, it should feel like the weapon is aiming itself. Not bad. Now open fire. Destroy the turret and the ship. Keep your eyes on the target for each pass. Nice work. Your weapon is a valuable relic. We'll need to recharge it from a nearby thunderstorm. Be careful. There are neutral traders, friendly patrols, and airships around at this time. Do not fire on them. Your compass will display friendlies as white and blue, while any hostiles will show up in red.
are with you! We protect our own!
Fly into the clouds to attract the lightning. At any sign of overheating, dive towards the ocean to cool down. Full ammo pods are glowing at the back of your bird. Perhaps you'll make it to the guards after all. Not too shabby. Let's head back to the palace. Stay alert! Warbirds near the Imperial flagship. Pirate-side wager. Weapons free. Use deadly force! Remember, track the targets, aim ahead of their trajectory, and roll your bird to avoid incoming fire. Well done. Focus on where the tracers are landing, not your gun sight. Shooting while turning will radically change where your shots land. Remember, we weave and turn to get behind our targets. Get behind your target and only then fire. What's this? A raid! They are aiming for Her Majesty's flagship! This is madness! Intercept them! Protect the Empress! Your warbird is equipped with a pyropod. This will release a burst of self-guiding rockets. Most Falconeers will dodge them with a roll or die, but they will decimate slower targets. A Mancer task force! Get ready! This is a major bloody assault! Vessel of the past. Stay clear. The Imperial flagship! No! The Empress! You traitors!
Death is meaningless for us all. Now we can be reborn from the depths. Memories retained as splinters of our fractured self. But we fear the other, that which remains tied to us. You must become the other, relive the lives of those lost. In order to discover the truth, we must start at the beginning with an ambitious heart. A first heartbeat will grow into 1,000 consequences. A good position amongst several currents makes Dunkel a favored stop for traders seeking to circumvent Imperial tariffs. A natural harbor, Dunkel has survived longer than many other settlements along the fringes of Imperial control, and boasts its own small mining concession along the moor. Choose now what stories and memories await you. What can be gleaned from these lives? You grew up amongst a... You grew up... As a Falconeer, you are the last of a long line. Few remain but your parents. You grew up among... Ascend now, Falconeer.
On the Earthy, the Imperial House.
Any greenhorn must get familiar with our...
On the Earthy, the Imperial Houses rule. The Mansa Order researches, maintains, and controls technology. And the common people, well, they do the work. Fish the Earthy, trade between its settlements, and ultimately always suffer from the fragile balance of power between the Imperium and the Mansa Order. Few people are more aware of this than the people of Dunkel, a speck on the Earthy, and barely a glimmer on the titanic struggles of the great houses. This part of the Earthy has been plagued by pirates and criminals who find a welcome home far enough away from the Imperial law to do as they please.
Any greenhorn must get familiar with our holdings and our neighbors. You will start with a wide patrol. Acclimatize yourself with the area and deal with any threats.
You're new here. I've selected a number of tasks and locations that are important for you to be aware of.
Any greenhorn must get familiar with our holdings and our neighbors. Make no bones, Dunkel is on its last legs. Our holdings and trading ships have been under pirate attack for years. Competing free houses have been nibbling away. What you see today is all that's left of Dunkel. Let's try and keep what we've got safe.
These Imperial forts have been undermanned and undergunned for decades. It'll be good to show our faces around here, to remind the Imperium we're still a free house. Salad Mount, one of the largest salad tree mining operations on the Earthsea. It'll be good for them to see our patrols and show them that Dunkel aren't finished yet. Easter End is on the border for the wildlands to the north and the east. Pirates and all sorts roam those skies. Be careful.
The lease from the Mansa Order makes Madoin our only profitable holding. It is the lifeblood of Dunkel and a prize for any house or pirate to raid.
I'll be your wingman today. I'll assist you and assess your performance. The fortress is under attack! The pirate raid! Come on, let's assist! Salamount! What a sight! It's made the Salamount family wealthy and competitive. You can smell their greed from here. Incoming! Pirates over the head!
Another set of Dunkeltons trying to scrape by on their scurvy birds and Daddy's rusted guns. Get 'em, boys! You shall not stand in my way! Filthy eternal rich Falconeer! I will have your splinters! A legendary pirate has been raided. Beware!
Seems clear. Let's head back to Dunkel.
Instrumental in taking out that pirate trash. We are getting reports of navigation boys going missing.
You're new here. I've selected a number of tasks and locations that are important for you to be aware of. I've noticed you've been relying on your birds diving to build up speed and energy. How about you find some updrafts to boost you along instead? Or even hitch a ride on a jet stream. I also want to see you do some fishing and feed your bird. great. We need Falconeers that can use the environment to their advantage. You're new here. I've selected a number...
We are getting reports of navigation buoys going missing. The buoys are essential for traders visiting Dunkel. I'm sending you to search the area and find the navigation buoys that have been reported missing.
This should be a piece of cake. Maybe a Mosul dragged them away. Or someone's been plundering them for materials.
Let us hope it's that straightforward. If you find the culprit, make sure you teach them a lesson. No one messes with our property. I expect you back ASAP with a report and the whereabouts of our boys.
Nothing here! I can't see a boy for miles! Castellan's boy is also gone. I'd go down there and ask him where it went, but touching the ground on a mission is not looked upon kindly in our trade.
You seem too busy. Return when you're more available for some escort work.
Another one gone. This is quite the mystery. Let's move on. Segway pirates scum again. They must have taken the boys.
Leave, and we might let you live! I can smell your fear, you fool! toys! You sank our Barracuda! Time for payback!
Our boys, but it doesn't explain why. Could be they're using it for salvage. Would be odd though. Let's head back.
We know it was the pirates who stole our boys, and they've enjoyed themselves too, taking what's ours. Damn shame. We have sightings of pirates around.
You're new here. I've selected a number of tasks and You're new here. I've selected a number of tasks and locations that are important for you to be aware of. We have someone dropping mines over trade routes going into Dunkel. This is a good opportunity for you to learn some handy tricks. We'll head for the mines. There they are. Dive into the water close to a mine and your bird will pick it up. Excellent. Drop it on something solid where it can do no harm. Just keep a good distance. They are explosive after all. You can also try and bounce them. Build some speed and the mine will bounce in the direction you're heading in. We don't have any big cannons or mortars here at Dunkel. We like to borrow these mines to do some heavy damage when needed. Remaining mines so they explode. Don't hit anyone. Then we can head back. Well done. We need to be inventive with the pirate threat. You're not going to see any Imperials lobbing mines around, that's for sure. It's a damn fine tactic against pirates, even if it is embarrassing. You're new here. I've selected a number of tasks and locations that are in... The biochemists at Kythera have sent out a request for supplies. Make sure they get them. You'll find their services tempting, but I've yet to see a warbird look better after their treatments.
Ah, fresh supplies and just in time. We've got something brewing that needs them. As a token of our appreciation, pay us a visit in the future and we can vastly improve the power. and abilities of your warbird. The Imperium relies on our services to maintain the upper hand in combat, and so should you.
We continue to keep the biochemists at thee, but be wary of them. They're a strange lot in a strange place. You're new here. I've selected
We have sightings of pirates around Madoin. A raid on Madoin would be disastrous. It could jeopardize our leasehold on the mine. The messages coming in are garbled. One describing a swarm of pirates. I have no idea what that means, but be prepared.
Madoin is perched on the moor. It has a few defences, but nothing that can stand up to a proper raid.
Head for Madoin. You'll be going in blind, so let's hope for the best. Godspeed.
I've got a bad feeling about this. Let's keep a close eye on each other.
By the Kraken! It's our voice! They set them adrift to Madoin. It's a massive armed blockade. We need to take out every boy.
Loyalty unto death. What toast is made for a life lost on failure? What celebrations held for those who came home unsung? You must wonder what these stories mean, what they represent. This is up to you. You are the only one who can know them or find the meaning. Repeat them until you grasp the lesson.
We have sightings of pirates around Madoin. The messages coming in.
I've got a bad feeling about this. Let's keep a close eye on each other. crackers! It's our boys! They set them adrift to Man or Ye. It's a massive armed blockade. We need to take out every boy.
Get out! I'll pluck you from the sky! Build!
What's that? An airship? These pirates are full of surprises. Let's bring it down. Made it, but at what cost? There's no victory here. This will be disastrous for Dunkel.
Lost a full season's haul if it wasn't for you. But this is a sad day. There will be ramifications for Dunkel. It is time for the yearly tide.
You're new here. You're new here. I've selected a number of tasks and locations that are important. The Sea Chantresses are preparing a festival. It would be unwise of us not to donate to them. They offer vital healing services and their chants improve our warbirds. You're new here. I've selected a number of tasks. The Sea Chantresses are...
Thank you. This offering is greatly appreciated. Tell your master to provide one of our tokens to you. We can provide chants that unlock the deeper talents of yourself and your warbird. However, our services require contemplation at the ancient shrines on the Ursi. Make sure you visit these, and honor the water before you visit us.
You did well. Here's a Sea Chantress token. This lesser token grants access to their services at Sacred Steps and Redmouth. You're new here. I've selected an... You're new...
It is time for the yearly tithe. You will be taking the payment for Madoween's leasehold directly to the Mansa Order. We need to pay the Mansa Order their share of the mine's profits. Had you not prevented the pirate attack, we would not have been able to scrape together 1/10 of their levy.
I'll cover you. We cannot let the M4 get hit. If it shatters under weapon fire or is dropped on the moor, then all will be lost.
Be under no illusion. This will not be a safe journey. If anything happens, avoid combat and head to the Mansa Vault.
Find a slimy kraken! A bloody pirate ambush! Head for the base of the moor and get cover from the Mansa gun emplacements! Stay safe, Seeker! These are dire times! Safe. Land and deliver the time.
We appreciate the delivery of our lawful earnings, however, combat over the moor in such close proximity with our vault has our rector concerned.
It's just some pirates trying their luck. Nothing more. We've taken care of the matter, as you can see.
This is not how we perceive the circumstances. Increased tension between our order and House Borgia leaves us with no choice. Dunkel's leasehold of Madoin will not be renewed.
What? This is an outrage! We provided the order with untold profits from Madoin's mines. We don't even have business with House Borgia. This is not our fault.
You may be mere pawns at a much greater game, but that does not make you immune to the consequences. The matter is closed. Next season we will lease Madoin to another. Goodbye.
The sanction's still held. Be careful, friend.
Sarge, without the profits from Madoin, we are doomed. Get out and leave me be, while I gather my senses. A unique opportunity has presented itself. A lone pirate skullship has been spotted near the moor. You Falconeers, take it down and retrieve whatever intel you can from the wreckage.
The captain's reported a suspected pirate skullship over the moor. It's payback time.
We have reached a critical point. If you think Dunkel can sink any lower, you are mistaken. We must find information on these ships. Anything to turn the tide.
For this mission to succeed, we need to watch each other's backs. We've been on the end of far too many drubbings. Let's return the favour to these Earthsea scum. The skullship was spotted here, over the moor. We need to find it and take it out. Once the skullship has crashed, search the wreckage. Hopefully we'll get some intel.
Good luck, you two. Take to the skies. Quickly now.
Skullships are the pirates' latest weapon. This is about retribution, but also retrieving any new information we can. There it is! Mind your ammo. If you run out, the turrets sometimes drop their ammo for you to use. I think I saw something drop from the wreckage. Search the area. Amazing! Let's get that back to Dunkel. It might have some useful intel.
This is an incredible find. It seems to contain a trove of documents. We'll be sure to learn something about the pirate menace from this. The trove of documents has yielded a wealth of information. It's time to act upon its revelations. A number of important facts were discovered from the documents you recovered, and one of particular note. The pirates have been buying equipment from the House of Borgia.
Which explains their well-equipped forces. This is illegal. The smart thing to do would be to take this information to the Royal Court at Imperial Harbour.
We're not doing that. Let's flip the sloop. We can use this as leverage with House Borgia. You are taking a highly sensitive message to the masters of House Borgia. Our backs are against the wall, and I'm done being played a fool. Go now, and let's make the most of this opportunity we've been given. Godspeed, and return quickly with news.
I will hang your skull around my neck! You shall not stand in my way!
So the House of Dunkel wants to play. Blackmail? We invented that game, and we've hung messengers for less. It does not suit our plans to draw Dunkel blood. We shall parley, but only in a meeting at Dunkel in person. Time to pay the good people of Dunkel a visit. Ready a cutter. We set sail.
Escort our ship, Falconeer. Lead the way. There you are. Let me start with a sincere apology. We did not intend for Dunkel to lose Madouine. The Mancer's response was severe. We will try to make amends. with pirates, because we too are struggling. The whims and bureaucracy of the Mansa Order are keeping us from prospering. House Borgia lies on the edge of the moor. I've never met a Mansa who knows the origins of its existence. It seems no one can tell us what this blight on our doorstep is. Escort our ship, Falconeer. Lead the way. Escort our ship, Falconeer. Lead the way. Have you ever wondered why we let the Mansa pull all the strings, why we accept their permits and their rules without question? More comfortable with someone in control. Someone who's knowledgeable in ways we are not. A welcome committee. Seems our mercenary pirates will turn on us. Let us deal with them and make some reparation to the people